Yo, it's PDK the producer, and you are now listening to the Missing Conversation podcast.
Welcome back, man. I got a special guest here. This is the Missing Conversation podcast where the conversation is missing. I got a special guest, man. This guy been a huge supporter of mine from the very beginning. Good friend of mine, knowing each other for years. Welcome to the platform, PayBack. How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing great, man. I was waiting for this podcast for a while now, so finally.
I appreciate you touching the Missing Conversation podcast, man. We done had so many deep conversations. Some of the stuff I agree with you with, some of the stuff we disagreed on, but it's always healthy dialogue with my brother. He's always been a supporter of mine. And some of the stuff he told me was right, with some of the stuff I was doing. He's been a supporter of mine when I was feeding the homeless, when I was trying to put the Black Men United thing together. So, man, where do we start with the community stuff, man? What do you thought? What are your thoughts about the community issues that we have, man?
Where do I start? I would say, bro, the community is dead. There's no community anymore. It's dead. It's dead
So
because
elaborate on that.
because I've been analyzing. I've been doing some research over the years, even before I know you. Because remember, I know when I just know you, I was telling you all these things that was going on. But at the time, you see it, but you're still trying to fix it. When I know you back then, you're still trying to fix it by us, try to feed the homeless and try to give back to the community. But the community sometimes don't really love you back. They even try to help you back. Like for example, a good dude or a good black man will go out there, go to college, and get educated. You know, trying his best to be a good dude, trying his best to contribute to his community by, going to college and be a good person. So when he come back, he gets shit on because they say he's too nice or he's too educated or he's talking white. You get shit on. And another thing is, you got, for example, you got two sons, right? A mother have two sons. One is in college and one is in jail. So the one in jail, they would rather put the money on the one in jail books than send the other son money for college. Make that make sense?
You got a point. You got a point. I think there's a huge problem with that we glorify prison and jail over college or being productive model citizens. So I agree with you on that one.
No, the thing is, our community, many of us privatize prioritize college, but the college they don't do it for the men. It's only for the women. They teach the women to go to college and be independent and get the bag. But the son, the uncle, not so. He's supposed to be that buffoon. He's supposed to be that dude that tear up the community. You don't have no sense. He just do whatever, and then they say, oh, his uncle, he's special, or he's this, or that. You know how he get down. So they build up the woman and put the man down. It's been going on ever since from the government, and now we have a lot of opportunity to change it, but we're not changing it. It's like when you run a relay, take the baton, we
Right.
just carry on the same thing, that the government put in our community is still going on now, and we're doing it to ourselves.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of issue amongst our communities that we don't really tackle as a community. I think men are forced to be held accountable, while in this Western society now, there's really no accountability when it comes to the other side of it with women. I think I think if both parties would be more accountable in their actions, then we can come up with some solutions to the problems. But the accountability is lost, man.
I'll give you another example. We as black men, we are taught to go out there and get it and come home and take care of the family. It doesn't matter who it is, we take care of the family. Sometimes, we got cousins, sometimes we have nephews, come live with us. Grandma come live with us. And as a black man, we thought that we're supposed to take care of the family. That's fine. But nowadays, we have equality, right?
Right.
We have equality now. So let me go back a little bit. They say a black man's supposed to come home and provide for the family. Go out there and work and provide for the family. Or if you're a young black man, you're supposed to go to college, and when you make it, you're supposed to come back to the community and give back to the community, whether it's feed the homeless or build shelter or museum or whatever it is. You're supposed to come home and give back to the community. But now, with equality, with black women making more money than black men, now, with online streaming and with them getting into the courthouse job, they're getting into politician, they get into politics and everything, and they're making more money now. Why they can't tell the women with all this with them using their money by in this billion-dollar wig and weave industry, why they can give back to the community? Why they can't do it? Why black men still has to do it? They're making the money too. Nobody asked them to come back in the community and build it up. Why nobody asked them to do it? They're a billion-dollar entity. They're doing all this, wigs and what do you call it, makeup industry, making billions of a black woman. Why can't they help the community? Why? Why we still have to do it? That's how we equal now. Are we just using equality for our own what do you call it? When you want to call out somebody or when you want to get out of something, you use equality.
Listen, you and I both know that equality is that's an illusion. We'll never have equality. There's
I
always
know
gonna
that.
be there's always gonna be someone more privileged than you. There's always gonna be different things. So when they talk about equality, they know it's far fetched. That's an illusion. There's no such thing as equality. You know that. We done had countless conversations about that.
Yeah, we do, but I'm using their logic. They say we are equal now. So where's the equality? Why can't they ask them to help fix the community? Because they always say that when you're having a heated conversation and they're losing the conversation with logic, they will pull, why can't we come together? So why can't we come together on this and fix the community? Why?
Listen, that your guess is as good as mine with this with that situation. I don't understand a lot of what's going on in the community as far as this dynamic between black men and black women, as far as like the the community as a whole. We are really divided, and we can't continue to blame the white man. Yeah, they play a part of it, but we have to fix the issues amongst us. All of that, what you just said, I don't understand it either. You know, I don't understand, but maybe our viewers, maybe you guys can leave comments if y'all got good understanding about that. Like he said, we're gonna use your logic. We'll see.